So we use this framework that we call the customer decision journey. And this is I would say this is the biggest problem that marketers have today. We've talked about this problem all around it, in fact, today. And that is the path to conversion, the path to purchase, the path to lead, the path to whatever that conversion is, where I hit my propensity model and that response curve and I drop. It's not linear, right? It's a curve. And the decision-making process that we go through ultimately to make a purchase, right, happens up here. The problem is we still use, in many occasions, a linear methodology to measure the success of a marketing channel. We also assume that there's no confounding effect of the other various channels. So go with me for a second. So when I make a purchase, I may pick up the phone. People still call. People still use their voice, right? So they'll call, web, in-store, multiple ways, and ultimately the purchase could be, the event could be a purchase, it could be some sort of trigger event, whatever it is. The reality of it is there's multiple ways to purchase. We know that. And this is marketing's job. Our job is to drive impact, okay? Drive impact. That's what we're supposed to do. The problem is we know that we're also doing things like stimulate engagement, and our job is also to create awareness. Those are the three. People always ask me, what is marketing's job? And I try to break it down into three simple things. Our job is to create awareness, stimulate awareness, stimulate engagement, and drive impact. Those are the three things, fundamental things that we're supposed to do as marketers. The problem that we have is when I say, here's $1 million, go invest it, is we usually forget that customers go on this journey. And they're being influenced by all of these different touch points, from outdoor to TV to radio to print to direct mail to email to Facebook to YouTube to Twitter, to all of these channels that you're investing dollars in. And the problem is that we usually only go back one step. We usually only do one-way look back that says, well, what was the last channel that you finally entered the door? Right? What is the problem with that? If I have a website, let me tell you what the problem is. If I have a website that converts at 1%, right? 1,000 customers, I get 100 people to convert. Is that 1%? This is a bunch of math people, right? I said 10,000. Just seeing if you're paying attention. 10,000 visitors, 100 people convert, right? If I'm basing all of my marketing investment decisions on those 100 people, do you think that that's accurate? Yes or no? No. Because we know that when I was in consideration, I experienced a website, maybe I got a direct mail, maybe I clicked on a banner ad, maybe I did some more search. When I was analysis, I looked at review sites, right? I always find it fascinating that when I decide to go on a trip, which is a need, by the way, it's not a want, I'll trust some guy named Bob in Canada that I've never met before, right here, when I'm analyzing which resort I want to go to. Why is that? Because it's data, right? It's data that I am using to make a decision ultimately to get all the way up here to purchase. And my challenge to marketers always is, look, we want to ultimately tie what happened here over here to build loyalty so that we can understand the evaluation and get the product feedback loop like you just heard. Absolutely critical. We also want to build advocates to go preach the gospel for us and go find new customers. But our decisions are usually limited to about right here when it comes to analytics on which channels to invest in. Some of you may not be. I will tell you that the majority of companies today, that's the world that they're living in, right? That is the world that they're living in. And that's our challenge for us as analytics people, to help marketing, in particular our field, to map this entire journey so that I can truly begin to think about my marketing as not an expense, as not a line item, but as an investment.